Hello and welcome once again to this tutorial. I am very happy to be helping you out in this program. So the first thing we need to do is go to github.com. So this is a GitHub, how to use Git and GitHub. So go to github.com to register your account. So in GitHub, you could just put your email when you enter, sign up. You see, sign up for GitHub, put email. You can put your email and then sign up. And then you can also click on this sign up button, which has a very nice interface of how to use GitHub. So you see this nice interface that just writes some steps on how to sign up to GitHub. So let me wait for a while it loads. So you say welcome to GitHub, and then you say um let's begin the adventure, and it tells you to enter your email. So basically this is a nice interface of how to work with GitHub. It's just that it's a bit slow when it comes to loading time, but I already have a GitHub account, so I don't need to sign up for GitHub. I can sign in. But you, in your case, if you have not signed in for GitHub, you can put your email and then sign in. But I'm going to sign in. You can put your email and sign up further, and I'm going to sign in to my GitHub account. So I'll click my GitHub account. Google automatically pops up my username and then my password. So I can click it and then sign in. Now by just signing in, um, this is my GitHub dashboard, my mobile view of my GitHub dashboard. So this is where I will be able to and create my repository and work with my repository visually. So before I start, I need a personal access token. A personal access token will allow me to work with my GitHub account from any terminal or any command prompts. So with that personal access token, I can easily log into my GitHub from any terminal. So first of all, I get it. To get it, you press the menu. You go to settings, and then inside settings we still have another setting that is developer settings. So I go to developer settings, and inside developer settings I will see my personal access token. So I click on my personal access token, and then it tells me to generate a new token. I click on generate new token, and then it's going to ask me for the name. I'm going to say first app, or first project, first app. I'm going to say this is my first app, or this is my first project, and then I change the day. I can increase it to 60 days. That is, this personal token will allow me to access that program within that test that first app within 7 days or 30 days in my terminal, or in any program I input my personal access token. That my personal access token will give me access to to GitHub from anywhere in 30 days, in 7 days, in 60 days, in 90 days. But for this case, I just want 7 days. And then I click on you see there's a drop down menu. I click on repo. Now clicking repo is going to give me access to my to to GitHub on my terminal. So I can just scroll down to generate the token, the access key that gives me access. So I generate the token. After generating the token, I can easily just move to where it is. Okay, generate new token. I generate new token. Oh, sorry. I think there's an error somewhere. Go back. So I have my token here. So I have GHP, the random numbers. So I just copy my token. My token is right here. I copy, and that's it. So I have my token ready for me. So now that I have my token copied, I'll go to my text, my notepad, and then I'll save it there on my notepad because I don't want to forget it. If not, I will have to create a new token. So I'll paste it here, and that is my token. Save it, and that is my token. Now I can go back to my GitHub page, and then go back to the main page. And now it's time to create my repository or my folder or my directory. So this is where I'm going to store my codes, and my code I can share it with somebody else. Me and somebody from anywhere around the world could work on my projects. So it helps us to collaborate from anywhere around the world. So I'll click on my browser's menu, and then I'll click on desktop site. I'll click on desktop site. This gives me the ability to see some of the hidden parts of my website of GitHub. So there are some parts that were not visible, like this plus sign up here. It wasn't visible previously, but now I can see it. So with that, I can just click on it, and it tells me new repository, which is what I want. I want a new repository, and I click on new repository. Now it's going to load. Now I don't need this desktop view anymore. I can take it back to mobile view. Now I'm currently in the mobile view. I'm going to give my repository the name first, just to first app, just to have the same name with my personal access token name. But it doesn't actually matter. I can give it any name and still have the repo, the PAT, and still have your PAT, your personal access token, alongside with it with any of your app, your repository. But I'm just going to give it the same name to just be on the same line. So it's telling me your new repository will be created as first-ap app. First-app. I can change it to first_app here by defaultly by doing this. First, and then dash, and then app. So I can do this, but it still tells me that it is first-app, but I don't want that, so I can do dash. So it tells me it is first-app. Now I can leave a description here, which is optional. You can decide to leave it. You can say my first app. I can also decide to make this a private repository, which means nobody can visit my repository except me, or except I give them permission. But public means anybody can see my code, see my repository. When you are working on a project, you don't want to do that. You don't want to make your code public. If not, anybody can just easily see your code, take your code, and make it theirs. So what we want to do is keep it private, but for this I'm going to put it public. We can add a readme, but we are just going to leave the readme out of it. We can add a git ignore. We're just going to leave the git ignore out of it, and then we can create repository. So I'll click on create repository, and right here we have our repository created for us. So the moment you see quick setup, if you've done this kind of thing before, just do this. So the first thing we do, we select the HTTPS there, and then we go right to this, and then we copy it. We copy the link. So we are copying the link of our GitHub file, and then we go to our terminal. Let me clear everything I have here on my terminal. Clear. And then I will just do git, and then clone means I want to clone my repository. Everything I have on my repository, I want to clone it on my project. So I do git clone, and then I paste my repository. But before I paste everything, I need to put my personal token key, my PAT, personal access token. so I need to put it here. So remember where we stored our PAT inside the notepad. I go to my notepad, I copy my PAT, copy, and then take it back to my terminal, and then I paste. Now I have my PAT, and right here I can put, after the token, before the GitHub, I can put an @ symbol. So it is my token at github.com/recoded/firstapp.git. Then I can press enter. Now it's say cloning into first app. And it says, warning, you have appeared to have cloned an empty repository, which is fine. We've cloned an empty repository. There's nothing inside that repository that we cloned, and so it's telling us that it is an empty repository, and it is fine. So we can start adding and working on our repo. So ls to see our repo. So we see first app, a new folder called first app. So we can cd into our first app. So you can cd to first app, and now we are in first app. So we can create our folders like we create within the make directory. We say create new folder. Let's say new. We call our folder new. We can create another. We can create a file inside our folder. You can see touch, and then we say new. Say inside the new folder, we want to create a file called hello.txt. So we've created a file called hello.txt inside our new folder. We can ls to see what we have here. So we are still in the first app folder. For ls, we see the new folder. If we cd into the new, and there's a short way. There's sometimes where you have a very long folder name, directory name. You can do n or the name of the folder and then an asterisk. Mostly when you know that that's the only the folder has, that's the only folder with that naming structure, you do cdn, and it's going to know that you want to open the new folder, because n is the new is the only folder with the letter n that starts with the letter n. So we say any folder from n to the end that has n to the end, enter that folder. Change directly to a folder that starts with n and has some other character else as the name. So we've entered into the new folder. You see we have first app /new, and if we do ls, we see we have hello.txt telling us that we've created our txt file. So we've done this. We've created a new folder, we've created a new file into the new folder. Now let's update our GitHub repository. Let's update it, and then we check how it looks on our GitHub, what we've done. So we can do this. We can do add. So we say add all the changes we've done. That is git add dot means add all the changes we've done, and then press enter. Now all the changes have been added to git, and then we can do git commit, and then we do -m, we do -m, which means message. We say we want to leave a message. And then we say hello of the first commit. So basically we are committing the word first commit to our committing a message alongside our file, what we've done. It is a very, very good practice to do that. And it tells us that first commit, 1 file change, 0 insertion, 0 deletion. We've created mode 10064 new /hello.txt, simply telling us that a new file called hello.txt has been added to the folder new, and it has been added to git, it has been committed to git. And now to push it to my GitHub repository, I can do git and I say push. Now this is going to push my git to the GitHub repository. Now it's telling me enumerating object 4 done, counting object 100%. It's telling me everything is done. This is perfect, no error message, nothing, everything is. So we can go to our GitHub page to see how it looks, to see if it is truly done. Now if we reload it, we are going to see everything. We are going to see the folder we created and everything. So right here we see, once we reloaded it, we see my first app. That's our commit message that we added here, my first app. And if you click on the view code here, you see that we have the new folder. So you can seed into the new folder, and then we see that we have the hello.txt. So we've actually add the hello.txt, and we can click on it. We have nothing inside. It's telling us we have 0 lines, 0 slugs, 0 bytes, nothing inside. So we can simply go back and then maybe add something into our hello.txt. So you can say echo hello, and then we say inside hello.txt. So we say we say echo, that is add hello, the text hello inside hello.txt. And now we do our git add again, git commit, and then put message. We say we added hello to hello.txt. So just leave a message that we added hello to hello.txt, and then we can git push. Now it tells us that we have 1 file change, 1 insertion. So do git push, and we can go back to our git folder, and now we are still in the hello.txt. Once we reload, we see that we have a new file. So once we reload, we see 1 line, 1 slug, 6 bytes, and we added hello to hello.txt. So simply we've added and updated our Git repository. We cloned the repository, we created a new folder, we added the word hello, we created the hello.txt file, we added the word hello to the hello.txt file, and then we push it back to our GitHub repository. And now we have all this on our GitHub repository. So that's fine for now. There are some times where we are working on a project, on a new, let's say a new application, and then we want to add a new feature to it, but we don't want to destroy, we don't want to tamper with our old project, our old code. We just want to get a new feature. Instead of building our new feature on our application, we can create a new branch, we can duplicate whatever we add in our previous application, our previous app. We can copy our previous repository, copy it, create a new branch. We call it a new branch that has our previous code, and then to work on that version. We work on the new version, the new feature on that branch, and after we are done and we find out that everything is working fine, we will merge the new feature with our main branch. So simply, I was working with something previously, and then something came to my mind. Oh, I need to add this new feature. What if I add this new feature? How is it going to look? If I do add a new feature to what I was doing before, I might end up running into errors, and going back to what I was doing before, going back to the version I was working with before, might be difficult. So instead of that, I can have 2 duplicates, a new copy of my file that I can work with, and if there is an error, I can just trash it, move back to to the main file I was doing. Or if I don't like what was happening before, I can leave it. So this leads us to branching. Branching means creating a new branch of the old one, working with it, and then we can later merge them together if we like what we see. But if we don't like, we can just do away with it. So basically, to do that, To create a new branch, we do git and then we say checkout, and then we flag B, which means create a new branch, and then we say new branch, and now we switch to a new branch called the new branch. So we switch to a new branch called new branch. So we can basically edit our txt file again. This time I want to use the emacs editor. So we do emacs and then we do hello.txt. Now we are in our emacs, and then I can move to the end of the line, press enter, and I can add a new line of code. I can say hello again, and then I can save. Now remember, to save in emacs, we do Ctrl X, Ctrl C, and tells me, do you want to save? I said yes by pressing Y, and now I've saved it and exit. Now I can do git add to add my changes to git. Then I can do git commit. Then I could say new branch update, and then finally I can git push. But the thing is that I'm now in a new branch, so Git would not know which of the branch I'm pushing to. So I have to be specific which branch I'm pushing to now. So from now on, since I've created a new branch, I need to be specific which branch I'm pushing to. So I'll do git push origin, then I say new branch. Now if I press enter, it is going to push to the new branch. And if I go to my GitHub page right now, if I reload, I'm not going to see any changes here. I'm not going to see the hello again here. I see just hello because this is not the branch we pushed to. If you want to change the branch, you see where we see this branch icon main, we can move there, then we push, then you click on branches and you see new branch. And once we click on this new branch, it loads, we see hello and hello again. So now the new text we added is in our second branch. So we've added two branches, we've created two branches. One branch hosts the hello.txt file hosts just hello, and then on the other branch the hello.txt file hosts hello and hello again. So simply, if I'm satisfied with this branch, satisfied with whatever I've added or done in my new branch, I can simply go back to my code and merge them together. Now to merge, we do git and we say merge. But before I merge, I want to teach you how to switch from one branch to the other. So to switch, we do switch, git switch, and then we say go from new branch. We are in the new branch, go from new branch. You can say git and just put main. So we are saying git switch to the main branch. Press enter. Now we say we switch to branch main. Now we are in the main branch. You can check our hello.txt by doing less is just a way to just view what we have in a file, hello.txt, and now we have just hello there telling us that this is our test branch. So basically, if we want to merge the both of them, you can do git and then we say merge. What do we want to merge? We want to merge the new branch with what? With the main branch. And now we have that we've meshed them together. Simply mesh them together. So this video is getting long. I know you've learned a lot out of this video. If there's any other thing you want to ask, you can leave it on the comment. don't forget to subscribe, like, so that I can continue to post new and exciting video just for you, just to help you through this program. My name is Collins David. You can find me on Slack by searching Collins David.